Today, May 12th, marks the day in 1984 at precisely 1:52 a.m. when a T-800 Terminator was sent back in time to kill Sarah Connor, the mother of future Resistance leader John Connor, and Kyle Reese was sent to protect her. How do we know this? Kyle asks this police officer what the date is.
What day is it? The date's
12 May.
This starting point gives us a timeline of the events of the first Terminator, which occur between May 12th and May 13th, and the T-800 showed that it was not only an effective killer, but when you map out exactly where it had to travel, it got a lot done in 2 days. Let's break this down. First, the T-800 walked all night from the Griffith Observatory to a nice suburban area, probably somewhere in the valley, hot-wired a car, drove to a gun shop in Van Nuys, bought some weapons, and looked up Sarah Connor in the phone book to kill her, working his way down through every Sarah Connor until he got the right one. Now, these addresses you see are all fake for the film, but we hear from a newscaster later on that this first Sarah Connor lived in Santa Monica.
2 hours ago, 35-year-old Sarah Ann Connor was pronounced dead at the scene in her Santa Monica apartment.
So in order to kill the first Sarah Connor, the T-800 had to drive from Van Nuys all the way to Santa Monica in the early morning on a weekday, which means it probably hit heavy traffic on the 405. Now, I'm assuming it took the 405 because in Terminator Genisys, the T-850, despite being a revolutionary piece of technology, didn't account for traffic when rendezvousing with Sarah and Kyle Reese in 2017 San Francisco.
30 years, you had one place to be. Where the hell were you? Stuck in traffic.
Now, considering that the T-800 in the Terminator is an older model, it definitely didn't know that taking Beverly Glen Boulevard through the canyon might have been the better way to go. But in any case, once he killed the first Sarah Connor, he went to kill the second one, who, based on this exchange between LAPD detectives, lived in the valley.
Dead girl, too. Sent over from the Valley Division this afternoon.
So now he hits end of the workday traffic, heading back over the hill to the valley. Sarah Connor number 2 is killed, then he drives to the real Sarah Connor's apartment, which according to the surroundings is somewhere all the way over in Westlake. From there, he hears Sarah Connor give her location on the phone, a bar called Tech Noir, which is just a hop, skip, and jump away in downtown LA. After a chase scene and a shooting spree at the police station, the T-800 spends the night in a motel downtown, looks up Sarah's mother's address in Big Bear, which is a 2.5-hour drive east, impersonates Sarah's mother, and learns that she and Kyle Reese are staying at the Tiki Motel just south of the city in Huntington Park, makes the drive back, although now he's on a motorcycle, which is an upgrade considering that he can now lane split between cars on the highway. And then we have another chase scene that takes them from Huntington Park all the way over to this factory and City of Industry about a half-hour away, where he finally gets crushed to death. Only a machine from the future could circumnavigate that much of Southern California in 2 days. It takes me 3 hours just to go to Trader Joe's and back. You know, when you think about it, because of all the traffic in LA, the T-800 didn't get through the Sarah Connors in the phone book quick enough to catch the real Sarah Connor off guard. So maybe we shouldn't be thanking Kyle Reese for saving her life. Perhaps we should all be tipping our hats to the real hero. Thank you, 405 Freeway. Thank you.